Hey, welcome back to another Lumioki mini video. This week, I want to just make a short video that showcases a point that I made in a video maybe about a month ago. There I mentioned that you don't necessarily need to strip paint from old miniatures or miniatures that you buy secondhand. In fact, I think that a lot of things can be actually salvaged, a lot of things can be repaired, and you can save a lot of time that way. So, as an example to kind of showcase this, I decided that it was finally time to fix my old Lizardman Blood Bowl team. I painted this team just as the contrast paints came out, and I decided okay, well, since these are supposed to save time, I'm just going to paint as quickly as possible and call it quits. The problem with that is that I just don't like how they look, and to be honest, that has affected my will to play with the team, even though I loved Lizardman. So I decided okay, let's try to fix this team. And what I did was I tried to analyze all the parts that I felt could be salvaged and everything that I didn't like that I would have to redo. And what I do like about this team is that, alright, since I use contrast paints, the shadows should be fine. I also was okay with the skulls and the bellies. I felt that the brown, I think maybe is the most successful part in this team. At least that's my opinion. And also the bases look pretty good. Next, I analyzed what I don't like, so what I would have to redo, and it's basically all the highlights. I feel like the highlights are somehow non-existent in these miniatures, and the paint just looks dusty somehow for some reason. But I was fine with the overall color scheme though, so I would just redo the highlights. I would also add some more highlights to the leather, since the brown leather kind of doesn't really stand out properly, and I don't know, maybe it's okay, the gold, that was my first non-metallic metal, but I decided that okay, let's just replace it with true metallic metal. I'm more confident with that. Here's a picture of what the team looks like now. As you see, at least in my opinion, it looks much better. All the reds, all the purple scales, all the blue and green skin have received new highlights. I've replaced the non-metallic metal gold with true metallic metal gold. I've painted the bases black and the numbers look better. Still not great at freehand, but that's fine. And yeah, I'm really happy with this team. It's not my best, but it's good enough that I'm going to be happy to play with them. And just as a test, I actually timed myself, and this took me exactly 5 hours to make these improvements. So I feel that that's actually a pretty good job for such a drastic improvement, where at least I used to have a team that I didn't like to see, so I didn't want to play with them, and now I have a team that I like to look at and I like to play. And it's all thanks to kind of keeping the core of the paint that already existed. Even though actually I haven't even kept that much. I feel like I've replaced maybe 70-80% of the paint, but it's just that it's always the first layer that is the most difficult to apply, that takes the most time. And then it's quite easy to just lob on the highlights in a few seconds here and there. So yeah, I hope this kind of encourages you to think about secondhand miniatures or your old miniatures in a new light. You really don't have to strip all the paint. There's always something that you can save and keep and just kind of continue from where you or the person you bought them from left off. Thanks for watching this video. For more videos like these and longer videos, subscribe and keep watching. See you later.